It's the 11th of December. I'm Jerusha Sukhthiorath and you're watching News 24 Live. We're going to have a look at newspaper front pages, and as the year winds down, it seems that news on Oscar Pistorius simply does not. Let's have a look at some of the newspaper front pages. We'll start off with the Herald. Furious Oscar loses it. And this is according to reports from inside Kgosi Mampuru Prison II, or the Kgosi Mampuru II prison, where Oscar Pistorius is being held. Now, we know yesterday Judge Masipa announced that the state could appeal Oscar Pistorius' conviction, meaning that if he is now found guilty of murder, he could face a minimum of 15 years in prison. According to sources inside prison, Pistorius was unhappy with the ruling and apparently stomped off and went straight to the gym, where he worked out ferociously. Now, this is all reports coming from a fellow inmate from the prison. The front page of the DFA shows Harry Nel during Judge Masipa's ruling. Of course, for the state, he desperately wants Oscar Pistorius to be recharged. He doesn't believe that culpable homicide or the 5 years that goes along with that charge is sufficient for Oscar Pistorius killing Reeva. On the front page of the Times, Blade Runner throws a wobbly, referring of course to that incident in prison. The front page of the Pretoria News has an absolutely fascinating story, and it's also featured on the front page of a few other newspapers this morning. City man beats off croc. Now, it's referring to a diver from Pretoria who was on site checking, as I understand it, bolts and fixtures in a particular body of water that housed crocodiles. When he was attacked by a crocodile, he managed to fight the croc off. And then if we have a look underneath that, sword of stiffer jail term hangs over Oscar. On the front page of Die Burger, we still have a picture of Oscar Pistorius, and underneath that, the lovely or nice lives led by Eskom officials, referring to security upgrades on their homes that go into the millions of rands. On the front page of the Cape Times, an absolutely horrific story coming out of the Western Cape. The bodies of 6 men have been found in Kraaifontein. It appears at this point that they've been stoned to death. Now, nobody has been identified as any of the victims, and police at this point say that all of their possible leads go nowhere. They lead to dead ends. On the front page of the Cape Argus Day of Death, it says, now it refers to those 6 men who were found dead, and also to the stabbing of a teenaged boy. He died at school after being stabbed by what appears to be a fellow classmate. It happened on the last day of school. For these stories and more, stay tuned to News 24 Live.